What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I'm following up with my position on FRAC. I was able to take this one as of yesterday. FRAC is definitely pushing up, showing more signs of an uptrend pattern. I was looking at this as a short-term swing trade. It's been having quite a bit of a pullback, pushing up, trying to get rejected at around this 1460 price point. Can you guys just confirm that you guys could hear me okay? And then we can go on from there. So let's just confirm that you guys could hear me okay, and ensure that that is all set. And then once we get that all going, then we should be all good to go. So as of right now, again, I'm not trying to focus on the dollar value up as of right now. I was up about $700 when it pushed up. I'm considering on scalping this. So this thing's pushing up right now. I have one of my orders that I'm going to be able to send. So I have the 2,200 shares. Seeing some form of resistance at around the 1450 as of right now. Trying to see if we're able to break above it, and if so, gonna wait for a nice little pop, and then send the order and try to get filled. So that's actually just so I can answer some of your guys' questions while we're doing this. So I hope you guys are all having an amazing start to your morning. Let's see where we're at. 550. Okay. Definitely showing some indication of a resistance right around 1450. So so audio is good. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Man, my lips are chapped. All right. Just trying to be patient. So again, it's still validating this overall EMA indicator. Still trying to hold above that middle VWAP, but I don't like how it's curling. So on this next push up, I'm going to try to get out for an exit. So I already tried to get out for an exit. The bid was at 1454 and 1456. And right as I sent in my order, literally right before I sent it, it started pulling back. So right as I sent in my order, it wasn't even close to the level 2 that. You sound sick, lol. You're right, but no, I'm 100% great. I don't feel sick at all. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you for asking, though. There it goes. It's trying to consolidate. Then again, missing out on more dip buy opportunities. So again, it might not. It's not a huge amount, but just to take into consideration, back down to around 396, and I was up 550, so I'd be able to scalp this. So I need a solid push up. I want to get something above 1450, lock it in, and then continue to scalp this margin. There it goes. And no, I'm not in D yet anymore. FRAC is the only position that I'm in. There it goes. Looks like I might have missed my exit. And this is going to suck because if this thing, and I'm just going to have to be patient, but this thing has the potential to continue to sell off. Yeah. Yeah, we could see the MACD indicator definitely showing signs of a sell-off. Okay. So QHC just broke above resistance. If you guys want to follow up with that. All right, there we go. No, I'm not looking at the 5-minute chart. You guys can see my time frame there. I'm looking at the 1 day, 1 minute. And what I'm looking at is for those overall reversal kind of patterns. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Zachary, that's not necessarily the issue of me writing it throughout the pullback. I'm just gonna lock it in right here. The reason why is I don't like it with the sign of this thing selling off. So let's see. I'm gonna give it. Okay, just locked in profit on FRAC. Happy to hear, Don. I just got into FRAC. Yeah, I mean, I can't see why this might act as a support, and it just sold off a little bit more, but I also don't like that the MACD is starting to curve back in. It, I, I just knew it. And again, this is like the exit opportunity. Like, I don't know if it was because I was like setting up the live stream and I was trying to like exit at a specific price point. But when I saw it break above 1450, I was like, this is where I need to lock it in. And I didn't. And it might not seem like a lot, but when it comes down to like the sell-off that it has right now, and if it ends up recovering back down to, you know, the specific price point, that overall margin is pretty much like 1%, right? And it might not sound like a lot, but that's like about half of what my daily goal is, right? So being able to lock that in and then bring in another 1% is definitely not a bad. There it goes. So we're getting a nice little push up. Come on. Congrats to all those that were in JNUG. I was getting my alerts of /GC breaking all sorts of resistance last night. So that was really exciting. Also with natural gas. DGAS, if I'm not mistaken, should have opened up. I'm going to have to follow up with it. Natural gas was showing signs of a sell-off, breaking support levels. So, yeah. Wow, that's weird, Austin. Are you watching Gush at all? As of right now, I'm not, but I did see that one was actively trending up. I talked about it yesterday in one of our videos. So yeah. So again, there's nothing that I have to say about it says please comment on yesterday's news about Fed's interest rates. Obviously, I think there's a correlation with like, you know, gold going up in that. Again, when some form of instability is reflected within our economy, gold is usually what ends up going up, right? So if it's not a, you know, positive movement within our economy, then usually gold goes up. So it's a very easy kind of pattern to understand. You sound sick. What? Do you guys really think I sound sick? I feel great. I don't know. Maybe it's just my morning voice. Sounds a little raspy, right? I haven't drank enough water. I usually try to drink a bottle of water before I go live. That's not true. I drink about like half or a quarter of water before I do. All right, let's see. Showing signs of an uptrend. Super raspy. Nose sounds stuffy. No, my nose is fine. You guys are horrible. I am good. Thank you. I appreciate you guys looking out for me, though. I really do. Not sick, just tired. Guys, I got amazing sleep last night. Fell asleep at 1:30, I think. Woke up at 5:30. So I actually woke up pretty early today. So I'm pretty pumped on that. But no, I feel great. With some good rest. It's the mic. Yeah. I think it's the new microphone. You guys can hear me. It's a little bit better quality, maybe. Hello. Baby, close them doors and put them lights down low. Or however that song goes with that guy with the deep voice. You guys probably think I'm like the dorkiest person ever. I have no idea how that song goes. Oh, boom. There we go. All right. We got the bid at 1450. We got the ask at 1452. Very quick, just sharing my thought process. Why is it that I am looking at the bid and the ask as I'm planning to sell something? As something is moving up, and if I see that I want to get out at exactly a certain price point, I can see where people are buying, and I can set my limit order to exit at exactly that specific price point. So just a little tip for you all. He's sick with profits. Let's get on done. And there it goes. There's a pullback. Wait, I thought that was a push up. What the heck? Oh, okay. So maybe the mic is too far. You guys think that's what it is? And you guys are just complaining all sorts of ways today. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna stand super close. Can you guys hear me? It's time to lock it in. Where are we going, Profit Mountain? Where are we going, Profit Mountain? Where are we going, Profit Mountain? We broke resistance. Lock it in. Ah. All right, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. If Ricky sells, I'm going to buy right now. I hate you. You're such a punk for saying that. That is hilarious. Where are we at? There we go. And I am out skis. Come on. I need the bid to be at 54. Okay, well, I'm gonna exit. Okay. $594.22. Boom. 1 day swing trade. Please don't go up. Please don't go up. And again, and the reason that I sold is because of the resistance, right? It's approaching the top VWAP. Are you kidding me? It's actually selling off? Is that right? Did I do something and exit at almost a perfect price point? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This has to be one of the first times. This has to be one of the few that, yeah. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for a sell-off and see if we can catch it at a bounce. So watch it just shoot up to like 1490. So Austin, give it a minute. It's about to hit 15. All right. Yeah, so I'm seeing a little bit of a sell-off here, so I'm going to set my alert. Ooh. All right, we're catching somewhat of a little bounce. Is that correct? Let's see. I'm trying to be patient. But for those that want to talk about UGAS and DGAS, wow. Yeah, UGAS is still showing signs of an uptrend. Thankfully, I didn't swing trade because I was going to swing trade something like DGAS. I was definitely considering DGAS or FRAC. Super glad I went with my position on FRAC. DGAS is showing signs of a downward pattern. It is, again, trying to approach that $22 support. Overall bottom as of right now is around $22.20. That's where I have my alert set. Something that I would take into consideration is for those that are asking about you guys, is also taken into consideration this overall resistance that it has been struggling to break, and that's $68. Also looking at /NG and knowing that there's going to be a natural gas report that's going to be popping up in the next couple of minutes. Definitely natural gas still looking very bullish. That margin is usually about 2 to 3%. So that's in about 30 minutes. So if this thing continues to push up, just remember last time that DES is the one that actually pushed up, and it was because I participated in that one, obviously, right? So whatever the one I choose to invest in, just make sure that you select the opposite, and then you should be good. But there we go. Missed out on a small little pop. See if we can get a little bit of a pullback. That'd be nice, but don't think so. That wouldn't be with my luck. What's up, team? Take Profit Thursday is here. I like that. Take Profit Thursday. What's going on, Jack? Ooh, dang it. This thing's pushing up even more aggressively. Are you kidding me? That's pretty much highs of day. So there it goes. Wish you guys the best of profits on FRAC. There it goes. It just broke back above and made highs of day. So that's where I would have sold. Again, me being extremely conservative, that's where I would have sold. The money dance, Mary, ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, there we go. I mean, the bid is coming in. You can definitely see the demand. It's not allowing it to fall back. I mean, you can see the MACD indicators stuttering. Austin, up to... There it goes, just made new highs. Oh, we got the bid at 14.58. There it goes. Congrats, guys. What is the opposite of FRAC so I could invest in it? There is no opposite for it. It's not an ETF. But that was a funny one. Funny comment. Arturo, how is it that you have 3 dislikes already? It's probably Dawn and the people that tuned in yesterday. We were having a joke of like, I don't know how there's dislikes in these Learn Plan Profit videos. And then in yesterday's video, they ended up like I ended up getting like 30 dislikes when I said that because Dawn and the posse was, disliking the life out of my what's it called? Out of my video. So okay, we have a break. All right, sweet. There it goes. John Para, 3% on the day. Super happy to hear that. Congrats, my man. Good. What's the inverse ticker of Ricky? CANES. Canes. I do not, but I will be making a video about it in a little bit. There we go. I apologize for all those are still invested, but this is exactly what I wanted to see. Let's see if we can get a bounce. We've been doing pretty well with these callouts, so. Perfect. Participating in the natural gas support. Yeah, I mean I can. Yeah. I don't know if you guys would ever be interested in this, but a video making of me responding to the weirdest direct messages I ever received. That, honestly, like, you guys will die laughing because of how strange some of the direct messages I get can be. I'm not kidding. It's probably one of the weirdest things. Like, why does it have to bounce so quick? There it goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's honestly like the funniest thing. Like, and I would obviously like blur out the questions and stuff like that, but some of the questions that I get are like ridiculous. Like, I don't even have people. The nice ones are like people asking for money, just to put it into perspective. So those are the nice ones. I have people like direct messaging me about, I don't even want to say, very different markets that I'm not invested in. And when I tell them that I'm not invested in it, they still continue to ask me questions. Don't be hating. We still be in this. About or able, not far-fetched. So DMs be like, Ricky, what do you think about HMNY? Like, you would not, like, that is not a far-fetched question. Like, I get messages all the time. But yeah. I like that, yeah. So we are going to be doing and implementing some changes within TechBuds, just so TechBuds can experience a little bit more of kind of just maturity. There's just some things that we're going to be implementing, certain filters. It will probably not be the best for some individuals, and they'll probably be a little upset about that. But altogether, I think it'd be for the greater good of our community and how it is that we carry ourselves. So I'm pretty excited about that. You should make a video on TOS and how to use TOS mobile. I actually do have a video on that, Jake, and it's on YouTube. Yep, Eddie, great eye, frac upward staircase off the EMA, 100%. The EMA or the middle view up, whatever it is that you want to call it, but yeah. Solid, Mark. That's exactly what I like to hear. So focusing on that quality, hitting those weekly targets, and even if you end up like getting a little shy of your weekly targets, just keeping it consistent, right? Not over trading, focusing on those quality positions. So I like that. No, so Aaron, the price, I don't, that landing page is not something that I manage myself. I have a group of guys that like manage all that. So I wouldn't say that the idea for Learn Plan Profit was never to increase the price. As long as the quality of members continue to stay where they're at with the way that we carry ourselves, like you have to understand to a certain extent, like we want to make Learn Plan Profit accessible, but accessible to a certain degree, because all that like I know it might not sound the best, but when it comes down to like overall price, there's like a money barrier, right? And it's for those that want to treat trading seriously to a certain degree, that they would invest a certain dollar value, that it makes them obviously just a little bit more serious, right? And that's definitely what we want. We want individuals that are very serious about trading, and if we make it too accessible, then it might not be something that that is too serious for them. Do you get what I'm saying with that? So and then we don't want to make it too expensive to make it inaccessible to our audience, right? Because we want to make sure that it does reach a good amount of individuals that that maybe might not have the most amount of money to get started, but that we can still, definitely assist. So that would be the goal. All right, here we go. Consolidation, $22, $22.20 support. I'm waiting for the breakup of the middle VWAP. This might be something to wait out for. I'm trying to weigh out my opportunity costs here. The overall growth that FRAC is experiencing is much less now. I don't know if I should wait for a break or break of resistance. 100%. That's the easiest way to put it. So that's good. Mohammed is like just filtering out the people that might not, that are not going to be the best for the overall group. Yeah, 100%. And my goal is to truly not just educate you guys or educate everyone on the principles of investing in the stock market, but you can see with the different material that we cover and the different things and the different mindsets that we go over in these live chats. My biggest goal is to cover and provide a certain kind of like mindset for success in all markets, right? And that's something that I think that I've definitely been able to assist a good amount of our members in. So the thing that I don't like about FRAC as of right now is that it's it peaked out originally at 1457, and then it peaked out at 1460 just now. So the overall margin of it like staircasing up is definitely dying out. So we might see some consolidation, and then might see a sell-off in just a little bit. So of course, love that, and that's what it's all about, making it accessible to those that definitely are gonna do this to their fullest degree, and having fun while doing it. And yeah, I think that's I love that feedback. I love that I've gotten so much feedback of people saying that they absolutely love the course, and not just the course, but I've heard people also just enroll in Learn Plan Profit just to be able to work with the private group and watch the live streams. And that just shows you like how much value that we provide. And does it mean that we have to like increase the price and stuff like that? No, it's never been about like the money, right? If it's been about the money, then I would have been charging $1,000, $10,500 to try to maximize profits and stuff like that. But and that's something that my team has talked to me about trying to raise the price, and we're getting we're making it too accessible. But that's not something that I ever want to do, if possible. And I want you guys to know that if possible, once we have all the applications and all the free applications funded, because that's what I'm using the money for, right? I would like to eventually be able to make the LPP course for free and accessible for everyone. That would be the goal. So everyone can have access to it. It doesn't mean the group chats have to be free, but or the private group chat, but just the course itself. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a bounce. Yeah, that's definitely something that I'll follow up with. Dang it. Oh, my thing got skipped. Come on. Oh my gosh. I like that. I appreciate that, Zachary. I really do. I was making brownies. Looks like there's some form of resistance right around that EMA. moving back to DGAS, again, getting rejected by that EMA indicator, and that's why I always set this alert up here for the overall break of pattern, something that we'll have to follow up with. And again, the natural gas report comes out in about 22 minutes. It's holding. I'm going to give it more time to consolidate. I don't like that it's flatlining so much. Yeah, why did I skip the order? Because it's still selling off. It's still below the EMA, and I don't want to force the entry. There it goes, dropping a little bit. So that's why I want this EMA to drop a little bit more, and for the candles to be above the EMA before I decide to enter. I was trying to kind of almost force it. Also, the MACD indicator bar is still selling off. So there we go. So a lot of consolidation going on right now. Actually, I really like, dang it. Let's see, can we get a, yeah, definitely acting as a resistance. So again, I'm just moving around the different time frames to see certain resistance levels. So again, still starting to show signs of a sell-off now. The MACD indicator bars are getting a little bit bigger, and that's not something that I find very attractive. I don't want to force an entry. I mean, I'm up, what I'm up, right? And as of right now, I just don't want to have to give it any of it back, right? So one of the best positions that you can take is not having to take one at all. So let's make sure that we remember that and we keep that, again, right every time that we take a position, that we remind ourselves that. So I'm going to set my alert for the break above that, and then we'll follow up with it. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, so looking at, what the heck is happening? CPE showing signs of a break of pattern, selling off. So got the confirmation on that. Gush, just like we expected, showed signs of an uptrend, pushed up to that resistance right around $40, and that's exactly what I expected from our call out yesterday. Ticker symbol FANG, still showing signs of an uptrend. Overall resistance set at 120 for a break of pattern and making higher highs. LABU is currently down, but it's still the one that's the most bullish on the big picture patterns. And here we go. So what I'm going to look at is natural gas. So it's definitely pushing up and it's approaching that resistance, but it's becoming definitely more on the overbought side. Yeah, definitely showing signs of it being bullish, right, for natural gas. As I was just staring into the I just had like a brain fart. I was just thinking about how to go about this for, again, I don't want to force it, don't want to force it. Okay, getting some consolidation right now for JNUG /GC. Can we keep it simple with that? Nope, /GC still selling off. Not showing any signs of a reversal, looking like it's making lower lows. So although JNUG does look like it might bounce, I can't support this bounce when /GC is trending down. So the overall direction doesn't show to be very aggressive. Ricky, I thought the screen was frozen. No, I was just having a dingleberry moment. All right. Not looking to force anything. Oh, wow. This thing sold off a little bit. Okay, yeah, definitely still selling off. Good thing we left that. Gosh, trading between the middle and bottom VWAP. Not showing signs of an uptrend there. All right. I like the pattern on DGAS. I really do. So let's check it out. Tim, I couldn't agree with you more. Oh my god, that's so funny. You can hear everything with this new mic. Alright, you guys asked for the mic and now all these complaints. I don't know how to please anyone. So JNEG trying to show signs of an uptrend, but let's add /GC here. Yeah, no. Okay, it's showing signs of an uptrend, but I can't see this based on, it just wouldn't make sense to me, but hopefully it does for those that are invested, but it just wouldn't make sense to me to invest in it right now. All right. Oh my goodness, Mohammed, you're hilarious. FRAC selling off. All right. Diaz. I like that DGAS is no longer making lower lows. Do you guys see that? It's starting to consolidate with this resistance where it peaks. I definitely like that. So HTZ going up, is that what I hear? Let's check it out. HTZ intraday definitely going up, doing very well, holding above that EMA line and that top VWAP as a resistance. So we can take that into consideration. But again, let's just a friendly reminder that big picture, it is a little bit more on the overbought side. So just something to take into consideration. All right, FRAC just broke below 1441. Good to know, good to know. There we go. There goes the sell-off. Again, maybe we can get a pretty close entry at around this SMA indicator. There goes the sell-off. Ricky, I swear, do not lose this mic. I've had this mic for like the longest time, so I don't think it's going anywhere. Let's see if we can actually get a bounce. It's been doing very well before, based on previous patterns. Holding at around, what's it called? This SMA indicator. So, dang it. It's already recovering. Wow. Again, but it's still actively trending down. So don't think that it's going to like bounce here and then pop right back up. Nothing like that as of right now. So yeah, so definitely don't want to force my entry. Okay. Nope, not there. Wow, CP is selling off. Yep, definitely selling off. So we'll add this to pending reversal. And again, just trying to focus on that quality. So removing that from watch list. There we go. There's consolidation happening right around that bottom VWAP. So although LABU is actively trending up, I'll put that under my active swings. I'll have to update that. I'm gonna have to update that later, so I'll just add it. Yeah, but I want it out of my watch list of the ones I'm focusing on. UWT, I'm probably not going to invest in this one, so again, although it's going up, that's great and all, I'll have it under my active swings, but not under my main watch list. Oil U, volume's too low for me on this one. I just wanted to call it out because of the uptrend pattern. So active swing, there we go. JNEG showing a break of pattern. That's really attractive. There we go. Pushing up, getting rejected by that middle VWAP probably. Showing a lot of consolidation here, and again approaching that middle VWAP. So I would like, as of right now, it's starting to curl. I would like this to start pointing up. Looks like it's gonna have to come right down to almost the buzzer for the natural gas report. So something that we'll have to follow up with. Shut up. This video does not have 25 dislikes. Are you kidding me? That's so mean. You guys are horrible. Gush, because it peaking at $40 today, I think that was pretty much it. I mean, showing signs of its pattern and stuff like that. Yeah, it would make sense on then peak out at $40 just like we called out, and then it sells off. Genie. Alright, so I'm gonna remove Gush. Alright, Fang, it's actively trending up, but it's still not above that resistance, so I'm just gonna remove it just because I'm not gonna take a position, and I'm being realistic with myself, so why you know, even have it in my list. So we got FRAC pulling back. There we go, selling off, making lower lows just like we expected. Again, this is trying to be patient on this one. DGAS, and I'm going to add UGAS just so I can have it on the top of my list for, you know, natural gas report comes out in 9 minutes. Which way is this going to go? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? So JNEG and JDST, looking at the 20-day analysis, obviously JNEG is definitely more on the overbought side, but the reason that I still see value in JNEG obviously is because of the forward slash GC pattern. And if you look at the 180-day analysis, this previous resistance where it normally would get rejected at the SMA indicator is doing exactly what we called it out to do, and that it broke it, right? It no longer was getting rejected, and then it started to push up. So, but FRAC looks good to me long term, 100%. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to focus on a good intraday play. So FRAC still looks good, FRAC, right? It still has some margin to sell off. You can see the MACD indicator kind of showing signs of a peak formation. So definitely more area of opportunity for a sell-off. But big picture, still showing a pretty consistent sign of an uptrend. So I'm just trying to get in for a better buy and maybe let the, I don't care to get in at the lowest price point. That's not the most important part for me. Again, the most important part, the most efficient, I think, way that I've felt confident with my trades is it's not when every time that I try to get in at the very bottom. Not too sure if you guys have ever experienced this, but I never do. I try to buy at the very bottom and it continues to sell off because I'm buying when it's selling off, right? So one thing that I've done when I can kind of like inhibit myself to be patient is to wait for it to sell off, wait for it to consolidate, and wait for it to break above the EMA, and not just right as soon as it breaks above the EMA, but give it some time to break above the EMA to confirm that it's going to start trending up, and then take a position. Yeah, it's going to be around like maybe 1443, 1444, but again, we still have a lot more margin to cover. Thinking about a big picture, it definitely has a huge range to still cover altogether. So that's why I think patience and just patience and understanding overall confirmation is very important. So someone using a sink there. It's Joel. Joel is literally the loudest person. Like, and he gets really mad when I tell him. He's the loudest person to do anything. He walks loud, to put into perspective. He's just a loud person. He's just yeah. He was eating yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw in my live stream yesterday. He was just eating, and he just hits the plate with his spoon. It's a rough guy. It's a rough guy. But, yeah, just... So, what do you buy and hold frac? So that is, if I see that frac is no longer pulling back and it's starting to show signs of an uptrend, kind of like I saw it yesterday. So if you guys saw, like, why is it that I saw value in it yesterday? Like, it pushed up, got rejected, right, and then held up and started to show signs of an uptrend, and that's what I found attractive. So if it continues to sell off, then moving on to the weekend, that's probably not something that, again, like, why hold it then? Why even go through that risk? I would much rather, again, this is a stock, not an ETF. So it's something that I could follow up with on Monday. But if it starts to make higher highs and starts to show signs of an uptrend, then sure, yeah, I'd be more than happy to hold it. We love Joel, yeah. Caveman Joel. Oh, not a better word to describe him. Just kidding. He's a nice guy. But yes, very loud. Doesn't do his dishes either. You would think, right? With how many he uses, doesn't do his dishes. It irritates me. I feel like you guys, I'm just like spilling all the beans with my roommates. You guys are gonna know my roommates better than anybody that I know. Okay, starting to show signs of potential reversal. Let's see again. Last time I tried to push up, got rejected, and then sold off. So let's take that into consideration. Do you see the consolidation happening? The MACD indicator bar starting to go back in. The RSI sold off. Definitely something that we wanted to see. You guys are hilarious. I bet Ricky doesn't do his dishes either. Well, first of all, I don't dirty dishes because I don't eat at the house. I literally, it's probably a really bad habit, but yeah, I never eat at the house. I have like chocolate milk. That's all. I had chocolate milk last night, and I'll probably have chocolate milk after this live stream. But that's it. I don't eat here, so I'm someone that, like, when I dirty my dishes, even after I'm done. I don't know about you guys, but after I'm done cooking, I wash my dishes right away, right after, even before I start eating. Yeah, so they like to cook, dirty everything, eat, then they're so stuffed and so lazy after that they just go upstairs and sleep. So for beginners, do you guys recommend ETFs or stocks? Alec, I would focus on just patterns. So whichever stock or ETF you find to offer a more consistent pattern, great. The reason that I focus so much on ETFs is not just because they're ETFs, but because their patterns are very consistent, very horizontal. Those are probably one of my favorite patterns altogether. So as long as that continues to happen and that those patterns are consistent, again, just consistent patterns. That's what I like to focus on. So DGAS is selling off, and we got a nice little push with FRAC. I'm going to give it some time to consolidate. I don't want to, again, why am I not getting in right now? I don't want to get in, even if it pushes up. If I get in and then it sells off again back here, and then the EMA light drops a little bit more, and I could have gotten in for a better entry. There we go, broke above it. That's good. I find that attractive. Again, I'm going to try to be patient. I might miss out on the opportunity, but I know long term, if I continue to focus and inhibit this idea of being patient and waiting for a solid reversal, overall long term, that will be a very good quality kind of like habit to have when trading. So just talking about what I'm thinking. So hopefully that's okay. Are you doing your call outs today? What does that mean, Dad? As in, like, do you want, like, breaking down other people's stocks? No, you're good. Yeah, so the plan was to swing trade this one, but again, when I see that there's some form of resistance and I'm active, right, with you guys and trading, then why not lock in profits, wait for a sell-off, buy back in, and make another, couple $100. No, yeah, so I sold my position, and I'm trying to buy the dip right now because I saw a day trade opportunity.
Diaz broke support. Guys, 2 minutes till the report comes out. What's good on, Jessica? Live of a trader. Hope you're having a good day. There it goes. Diaz definitely selling off pretty aggressively. Based on that understanding, looks like there might be some people that are scared of the natural gas report, and it's already selling off. Something to take into consideration for maybe you guys, and showing maybe a little bit more signs of it being bullish, or people are scared and this thing's going to pop up another 2%. So we'll see. So again, it usually pushes up 2 to 3%. So just know that. Wow, that thing recovered quick. Again, I am just going to try to play it safe, and I'm going to stay away. So I have it right here. Should we just watch it? We can watch it. I think that you guys is probably going to pop up, but I'm not participating in this, just letting you guys know. Okay, let's do it. And then after this is pretty much it for the live stream. Because I'm just going to do a couple of day trades with FRAC, but you guys know, yeah. And then how about I'll do just give me 1 second, and then I'll tell you guys right after this. There we go. Oh my God. Gee willikers. I would lock it in. I would lock in profits on Diaz right now. That is so sweet, guys. That is so sweet. Yeah, so it looks like this is 2 weeks in a row now. 2 weeks in a row, Diaz pushing up. Note that. 2 weeks in a row. No longer UGAZ, now Diaz. Let's note that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Is this thing going to break the support? That thing was a massive sell-off. Almost 4%. That's one of the biggest sell-offs that I've ever seen. I'm going to try to buy the dip. Let's test this out. All right. A little bit too aggressive for me. And I can move this up from this point forward. All right. So I got a 50% position of what I normally get filled. There we go. It's starting to push up. And then I will have another sum in right now. All right. Congrats to all those that killed it with DGAS today. Congrats. I think that it's going to try to recover and try to get to that middle VWAP. Wow, this thing's pushing up. Dang it. Oh no. Alright. I'll explain to you guys what I just did. Give me one quick second. So JNEG going up. JNEG going up on a Thursday. Sweet. Guys, let's please make sure that we make a mental note that DGAS for the past 2 weeks has gone up. Natural gas showing signs of a peak formation. And the reason that I said oh no right now is because of the MACD indicator not showing signs of a curling pattern. I got in before that, and that was not the right thing to do. Just sharing my thought process with you all. So I'm just going to put my MACD indicator or my limit order way up there, but it doesn't mean that I'm actually going to try to get filled up there. It just means that I want to be able to drag and drop it. There we go. Up 163, 139. There we go. Nice. Bought DGAS at 22 after the report. Sold at 29 at the rejection. Solid. Jack, killing it. Love it. Frac is still selling off. Good thing we didn't take the position there. So still showing signs of a sell-off, and this is more of a dip buy opportunity. So, so we need that. I like that the MACD indicator bar started to show signs of recovery. Luis, Ricky, I'm so happy, really happy. Hey guys, again, we understood a pattern and a correlation between these natural gas reports, something that was definitely on the oversold side based on what happened last week, and that's what it's all about. How much happier are you guys when you guys understand why you made money? I think one of the biggest not pet peeves of mine is when someone does exceptionally well. If someone is just getting started, they're like, oh my god, I just made 40%. I have this thing figured out. I know how to invest in the stock market. And they might. Again, I don't want to subjugate or hate on anyone, but in reality, they probably just got lucky, right? And I know I've been there multiple times, right, where you kind of just get lucky. You're like, ooh, wow, that was probably not the best trade to make, but good thing that I ended up making profit. Wow, that was a sell-off. But yeah, I know I feel a lot more confident when I see a pattern, when I plan it out, when I execute, and it plays out the way that I expected it to. Yeah, because it's much more rewarding, right? Sometimes when you just make a certain dollar value so quick, it's it almost doesn't make sense. It's just kind of like you could probably spend it all in if you just made $500 randomly, and it just didn't make sense to you. There's no value there, so you'd probably just spend it really quick because it's oh my god, this was so easy. But when you work hard for it, again, you dedicate time, you dedicate effort to figure out these patterns, and you are successful in it. That's hard work, and it's smart work, right? So yeah, so nobody knew until the report came out. That is correct. What was going to happen with the report? That is correct. But it's just going based off previous patterns that I find effective. Looks like you had a sell-off. Again, not making lower lows. It's making higher lows as long as it continues to push up, and that's definitely something that we find attractive. I like that. Super happy to hear that. And again, for all those that took a position on UGAS and might be down a little bit, right, based on it being at $67 and selling off and stuff like that. I understand that 100% it sucks. If there's any of you out there that took a position and had an active position on UGAS, again, now we understand what to do. It's still showing signs of potential recovery, so it's just something that we'll have to follow up with. And if you're very discouraged with what happened today, reach out to me, direct message me within the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat, and I would be more than happy to chat with you and privately. Obviously, it's just going to be kept between you and I, and let's just talk. If there's something that I can assist to continue to motivate you, that's what I'm here for. So it's definitely, Riley, it's something to work. First of all, it's because you day traded, so you missed out on a potential opportunity that now you see value in and now that you understand. But it doesn't mean that you're going to miss out on it every single time, right? It could just be now that you know that these natural gas reports are going to be coming out, and if the patterns continue to be consistent like we experienced today with DGAS and last week with DGAS, then it's something that we can follow up with and plan for. So maybe not take a day trade the day prior because you see so much value in the potential that this push might have. So okay, 20-day 1 hour. Yeah, I can see that you guys is acting as a support right around that SMA indicator. So it would make sense on why this would be getting rejected around that SMA indicator. So it definitely makes sense, 100%. Couldn't agree with you more. So that's in favor of us current you guys traders, right? Investors. So let's set these alerts. Let's just set these alerts. I'm going to end the live stream here. How many of you guys liked today's live stream? Do you feel like it was exciting? I know we did go off on tangents, and I want to apologize to anyone that felt like it was too much of a tangent. If you guys definitely did not like me going off on a tangent of just joking around and talking about my roommates, then let me know, and it definitely doesn't have to happen again. I just wanted to be lighthearted and talk to you guys, and we're doing well with our trades. We're having fun, right? Which I think is very important. And feel free to direct message me directly if it was just something that you ended up not enjoying based on that. I don't want to, bring anyone down, right? I'm here to provide value, and I hope that I could still make it fun for every single one of you. So looks like overall, okay, appreciate it. Yeah, so sounds like a lot of you guys do enjoy it. I'm going to follow up with my position on you guys. I do see potential in the recovery, right, because of that dip buy. It doesn't mean that I'm going to make money off of it. I can definitely 100% take a loss. And it's if I'm going to look at a couple different patterns, and I'll update you guys on what it is that I see value in. Let's do a very quick follow-up with FRAC. Still selling off based on previous patterns. It did a lot of consolidation right around 1420. Again, my initial position was right around 27. Based on the one that I took yesterday, or 1424 or something like that. No, it was 1427. Yeah, 1427 something. Because I was averaging up. But something that we'll have to follow up with. So it continues to sell off. No position yet. Not showing any signs of recovery. So again, it's not about buying at the lowest price, but it's buying when it's showing signs of an uptrend. So let's be patient. We did a very good job not buying into FRAC. So a very quick, simple step that we can try to share is not trying to buy at the very bottom, trying to wait for the reversal, and then still being patient to confirm that it's making higher highs and stuff like that. So that's really just it. Let's go ahead and follow up, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to direct message me. So if you guys can give the video a thumbs up, that would be great. If not, I totally understand. FRAC just broke below 1416. So guys, thank you again for joining me. Let's continue to kill it, and like always, let's make sure that we're in the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.